Hey traders, Jason here with a Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And in this video, we're actually going to talk about a cool, actually two cool tips and tricks for Thinkorswim that you might not be aware of. But real quick, make sure you check out my website, Day Trading Fearless, for the weekly Emini S&P trade zones. It's $50 for a lifetime subscription. And then also my Patreon page, if you like to swing trade stocks and options, selling premium on options, check them out at patreon.com/daytradingfearless. But as always, let's jump right into this video. So a couple cool little tricks with Thinkorswim you might not be aware of. The first is, here's a 1-minute chart of the ESs and a 15-minute chart. Okay, this morning what I did was when we opened up, right when the market opened, I drew this supply zone, right, or resistance area, looking for, hey, if we get up there, I'm going to look for a potential short, right? So what happens is, as price comes up, what does it do? It rejects it right at that level. Well, here's a cool little trick is if you make sure your drawings are linked up, default supply there, those are actually going to be the same. So if I draw a line over here on this chart, it'll show up on this chart, right? Or a box or whatever. But that's not the trick. The trick for Thinkorswim is this over here, which is the option chain, where I could, if I want to trade options and not trade the ES futures or SPY stock, I could trade either the ES options or the SPY options. So right here I have the SPY option puts in, right? To be able to get this, what I do is I come over to trade, go to usually the first one because I'll day trade. I'll come over to the put side and I'll look at the 458, and what I'll do is I'll right click and you can either copy it or click send to and then just select number 9, which is purple, go back, and there is your root chain, right? So if I want, I could create brackets for this trade, and if I'm looking for a potential short, we'll say at this 200, as price is starting to run up into it, I can maybe look to get long the puts, right? Because I want price to go up and then reverse and come back down, right? So I could put the orders in directly here and have a bracket order. Okay, now this is one really cool feature if you like trading options. Instead of having to go back to the trade tab and try and load something up over here and do that, you could just do everything directly right here in the active trader. Now, what's even cooler about this is if price rallies, and let's kind of use let's use this high level over here, okay? And let's say price kind of rally, makes a high, pulls back, and then we were looking for a potential kickback, right? If you guys watch my other videos, Kickback Trade is where we see divergence, it breaks the reverse waterfall, and then it kicks back, we get short, and then we look for downward pressure. Well, I'll come over here. What I'll do is I'll load a 1-minute chart. Okay, the same 1-minute chart over here, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, remember I copied earlier from the puts, right? I'm going to put it right inside here on the 1-minute chart, right click on this purple, click left click, remove study, yes, and then right here is where we're able to remove it. Now, with that being said, this high right here, which was actually 1245, right? Or right into the close, this high was probably this spike right here, right? Remember, we're dealing with puts, right? So as this is going up, the puts, we want to get long, and it's this little put right here. So we know that this, when we were up here, we were down here on the puts at 87 cents. Okay, well, think of this. If we start to pull all the way back, let's say the market was still open and price started to rally and we were looking to get short right around this level, we'll say. Okay, price goes up and we want to look for a short. We know the last time it was there, it was around 87 cents. So what we could do is go, okay, hey, let's put an order in for maybe 90 cents to get long. And maybe we want to look for a 15-cent move, right? Because essentially this is, and then down here we have maybe 10-cent stop, right? So we know, okay, cool, we're getting along here. This is probably our stop loss right here, right? So as price comes, the options come down, we want to see something like this, right? Here's our entry, here's our stop loss, and then our target, which would be 105, would be right around here, right? So we're just using the options, but this is cool because it tells us right here on the side exactly where the option price is, right? So taking this chart, just have a plain 1 minute chart. Just remember, if you're looking at the puts, you want this to spike lower, the stock to spike higher. If you want calls, you come over here, right click, copy, right click again, send to, just in case it doesn't send it. Charts, but right here you see we actually have the calls, right? And then here's our 95. So if we're looking to get long this, okay, let's put this in here. Remember, this purple line will always come up. The best thing to do with this purple line, just hover your mouse over it, right click, and then remove. Okay, and essentially here is the same exact spike on the call side, right? So if we're looking for a pullback, if we're looking for, hey, we think price is going to pull back maybe to this level right here, we want to get long. Well, what level on the options is that? We could come over here and go, well, okay, this is what the chart probably looks like somewhere. Probably that double bottom was right around that 214 level. And so what we would do is we'd come over here and do the 214, right? Let's go 8. Actually, let's do so 58. I had the wrong option in there. I had the 56. So it looks like it would probably be this 85 level, we'll say. So we'd come over here and we'd go long at 85. And we know exactly where our risk and our stop. And we know the low was 70 cents. So this low was this low right here. Probably, or actually this low over here. Okay, this is all after hours in the market, doesn't actually trade anymore. So, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. Hope this video was helpful. Hope it gives you kind of a cool little insight of how you could set up your chart, something if you're an option trader for the S&P futures or SPY or even stocks. You add this to help you become a better trader. But as always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.